God has an urgent message for you today. There's something dangerous hiding in your room right now, and it's not what you think. A woman has placed this object there to block your blessings and drain your spiritual energy while you sleep. This isn't just bad luck or coincidence. It's a calculated spiritual attack targeting you specifically. God is warning you to find this item and remove it immediately before it causes more damage to your life. This message comes with divine love to protect you from the unseen spiritual warfare happening in your most private space. As you hear these words, know that God sees the spiritual battle being fought over your destiny right now. It's normal to feel shocked or confused when you learn about hidden dangers in your own room. But remember that divine protection is surrounding you with care. This warning is your chance to break free from spiritual chains and turn cursed energy back into blessed peace. You're receiving this message because there's still time to stop the damage being done to your sleep, health, and prosperity. Even when spiritual attacks feel invisible and scary, trust that this warning is a blessing, because knowing about hidden dangers gives you power to fight back. Every night, this cursed object remains in your room. It steals more of your joy, success, and divine favor that belongs to you. As you think about this warning, take time to carefully examine everything in your room today. Just like a detective searches for hidden clues, this divine alert helps you recognize the spiritual weapon disguised as an innocent item. Look closely at gifts you've received from women who seemed jealous or strange, objects that appeared mysteriously, without explanation, or things that make you feel uncomfortable when you look at them. Just like poison can be hidden in beautiful packages, cursed items often look harmless or even pretty to avoid suspicion. Pay special attention to jewelry, mirrors, plants, candles, or religious items that came from suspicious sources. Notice things that don't belong or seem out of place in your personal space. Items that create heavy feelings, make you feel watched, or drain your energy when you're near them are signs of spiritual manipulation. This warning isn't meant to make you paranoid, but to sharpen your spiritual discernment, helping you recognize what brings peace versus what brings spiritual oppression into your sacred sleeping space. This warning about your room is more than just advice about cleaning your space. It's a spiritual revelation about warfare happening while you rest. It's a time for you to understand that your bedroom has been chosen as a battleground, because that's where you're most vulnerable and unguarded. Face this message with wisdom, knowing that someone has violated your spiritual sanctuary through planted objects meant to harm you. There's a divine plan protecting you even in this attack, and God is revealing hidden dangers before permanent damage occurs. Spiritual warfare might be scary to think about, but see this as a chance to grow stronger in your faith and spiritual authority. Every cursed object you remove becomes a victory that makes you wiser about spiritual protection. When spiritual attacks feel overwhelming, reach out in prayer for strength and discernment. God is always here to give you courage, wisdom, and power over every curse or hex sent your way. In your prayers, you'll find the boldness you need to cleanse your room and reclaim your spiritual territory from anyone trying to steal your blessings through hidden manipulation. As we've discussed recognizing spiritual attacks in your room, I'd like to help you prepare for future spiritual warfare as well. If these warnings about hidden dangers resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual protection and divine alerts. Pay attention to changes in your life that started around the same time mysterious objects appeared in your room. These aren't just random problems, they are clear signs that something spiritually dangerous is draining your blessings. As you think back over recent weeks or months, notice if you've been having trouble sleeping, experiencing nightmares, or feeling tired even after rest. You might have started having unexplained arguments with loved ones, sudden money problems, or opportunities that disappeared without reason. Physical symptoms like headaches, feeling heavy or sad in your room, or sensing that you're being watched. Spiritual alarms warning you about cursed objects. You might notice that good things in your life started falling apart. Relationships became strained, or you began feeling unlucky in ways that seemed strange. These aren't coincidences. They're evidence of spiritual manipulation affecting every area of your life. Trust your intuition when something feels wrong about specific items in your room. That uncomfortable feeling or urge to get rid of certain objects is your spiritual discernment protecting you. When you have dreams about women placing or blessing items, or when you feel drained after being in your room, those are divine alerts confirming that spiritual warfare is happening in your most private space. Remember, this spiritual attack isn't random. There's a specific woman who planned and executed this curse against you. God is revealing her identity and methods so you can understand how this happened and protect yourself from future attacks. This woman might be a jealous relative, an ex-partner who can't accept your happiness, a female co-worker who envies your success, or someone who feels threatened by your spiritual growth and divine favor. She gained access to place cursed objects through visits to your home, gifts that seemed innocent, or items left behind during previous interactions. Her motivations come from deep jealousy about your blessings, relationships, or the good things happening in your life. She believes that by placing spiritual weapons in your room, she can steal your joy and transfer your blessings to herself. Around you stands divine protection that's stronger than any curse she's tried to place. God's angels are working to expose her schemes and break every chain she's attempted to put on your life. The universe is holding you safely, even as this spiritual battle unfolds, and nothing she does can separate you from God's love and protection. Divine timing. God's perfect schedule is working in your spiritual protection right now. When you receive this warning about hidden dangers in your room, at exactly the moment when you're ready to act, that shows sacred timing protecting your life. These revelations prove you're connected to God's plan for your safety, living under divine guidance even during spiritual attacks. As this warning becomes clear, let it build your confidence in God's care for you. Each spiritual alert confirms you're being watched over and defended against unseen enemies. Pay attention to how perfectly timed this message is and appreciate God's intervention. This isn't random spiritual content. It's part of a loving plan to free you from hidden bondage before more damage occurs. Keep your heart open to these divine warnings about spiritual warfare. The more you recognize and respond to them, the stronger your spiritual defenses become against future attacks, targeting your peace and prosperity. Just as you receive these divine warnings about spiritual attacks, your support helps us continue sharing similar protection with others facing hidden curses. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these urgent spiritual alerts to reach people who are under attack but don't understand what's happening to their lives. As you prepare to remove dangerous objects from your room, believe that this spiritual cleansing will restore your peace and blessings immediately. Just like removing poison from your body brings instant relief, taking cursed items out of your space will lift spiritual oppression you've been carrying. God has given you authority over your own room, and no curse can remain where you declare His protection and blessing. Start by praying for wisdom and protection before touching anything suspicious. Focus on building your spiritual strength, because inner authority is what breaks every curse and hex. When you approach this cleansing with faith and determination, miraculous changes begin happening in your sleep quality, relationships, and financial situation. Handle suspicious objects carefully and remove them from your home completely. Don't just move them to another room. Pray over your space after removal, asking God to fill every corner with His presence and protection. Things you never thought possible start occurring when cursed energy is replaced with divine blessing. Every step you take toward reclaiming your spiritual territory brings you closer to the peace and prosperity that woman tried to steal from your life through hidden spiritual manipulation. As you cleanse your room from spiritual attacks, make it a habit to say, "My room is blessed and protected by God," every single morning and night. Speak these words with complete authority over your personal space. This simple practice creates a spiritual shield around your sleeping area that no curse or hex can penetrate. When fear creeps in or when you worry about future attacks, pause for a moment in your room. Use this time to quiet your mind and connect with the divine power that lives within you. Trust that God is establishing permanent protection over your space and begin each day blessing your room with prayer and gratitude. When you fill your sleeping area with faith and divine presence, you create an atmosphere where curses cannot survive. Declare your spiritual authority over every corner, every object, and every breath of air in your room. Your faith is the master key that locks out spiritual enemies and unlocks heavenly protection. Build this habit of blessing your space because your room should be your sanctuary, not a battlefield for someone else's jealousy and evil intentions. During this spiritual cleansing, you're not just protecting yourself personally, but also becoming someone who can help others recognize hidden spiritual attacks. This experience offers you a chance to show God's love by sharing wisdom about spiritual warfare. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your discernment and warn friends who might be facing similar dangers. As you pray for protection and connect with God about your room, remember to check on loved ones who seem to be struggling with unexplained problems. Your experience can inspire and educate others who might be under spiritual attack but don't understand what's happening. Use your story to bring light to someone else's spiritual darkness. Embrace each day as a chance to build a community of believers who watch out for each other's spiritual safety. In this journey, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through prayer and shared wisdom, creating a network of faith that stands firm against any spiritual attack or curse sent our way. In closing, as we face this spiritual battle and whatever objects need removing, let's move forward with courage and complete faith. Be prepared to welcome God's full protection back into your room, face any spiritual opposition with divine authority, and recognize every blessing that returns when curses are broken. Trust in the power of prayer and in God's constant presence, protecting your sleep. You are on a path to victory over spiritual enemies, surrounded by divine love and strengthened by faith. Keep saying, "My room is blessed and protected by God," and watch as His protection shields you from every curse. If this message has helped you recognize spiritual dangers in your room, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine protection guidance. Hit the notification bell so you never miss urgent spiritual warnings meant for you. When you share this message, you protect others from similar attacks. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your spiritual legacy. For safety, dear Lord, please give us courage to remove every cursed object and wisdom to recognize spiritual attacks before they cause damage. Protect our rooms and our sleep with your mighty power. Amen. If this message has opened your eyes to spiritual warfare in your personal space, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these life-changing spiritual warnings with others under attack. Please share in the comments what you found in your room or what spiritual protection topics you'd like to hear in our next video. Your experiences help us bring you the spiritual guidance you need most.